Well guys, I'm coming out here to share some bad news. Napoleon has passed away. So as you guys know, he was staying at my friend's house up north. In Arizona, you have kind of the valley where we live, and then there's a bunch of mountainous areas, like there's Flagstaff, that's where Ethan is. And then there's some other mountain towns up around there. So my friend has been taking care of Napoleon and wanted to use him this season. The original reason why we let Napoleon go this season was because I kind of unexpectedly got a new buck. I got Finnick, and I really wanted to use him, and I knew I wouldn't be using Napoleon or Zorro as much. And the reason why is because I wanted to breed most of them to Finnick so that I could save his daughters and have options to breed those daughters to either Zorro or Napoleon. So that was the original reason why we let him go. Normally I don't let bucks leave the farm. I don't ever let any goat really leave the farm because things can happen, and I don't want to say, this is a close friend of mine, and I don't want to say that it was her fault at all. Things can just happen. Accidents can happen all of the time. But the basic thing is that Napoleon is a pretty strong buck and he fights a lot with other bucks. So basically he was fighting with a couple of other bucks and he ended up jumping from a high place and breaking his leg. And it was a really bad break, so much so that my friend and I both decided, because they were far away from a vet and because it was such a bad break, that it was better to just put him down. I know this isn't what people want to hear, that people have to put down goats. I know a lot of people think that you should at all costs try to save a goat, but as a goat breeder and as somebody who has seen goats break their legs before, not just on my farm, but I've seen it happen on other farms, I knew that there's no way that he was gonna really fully recover from a break like that. Basically, I made the decision for her to go ahead with it and to put him down. This is kind of why I don't like keeping bucks together, because it seems like they fight a lot and try to injure each other. Like, they're not just fighting for fun over food, they seem to just fight all the time. And some of them can be really strong and can hurt each other. But I'm not blaming her for keeping them together, because a lot of bucks can get along just fine together. So that's not like it's not like a hard and fast rule or anything. So we're pretty bummed about it, and my plans have kind of changed a little bit now, because I only got to use him basically for one breeding, because I used him for Daphne, and Daphne ended up having 2 dolings, so that was nice because now we have 2 dolings out of Napoleon and Daphne. But yeah, I just wanted to come and be honest and tell you guys what happened. I remember the vet saying a long time ago that one of the biggest reasons why livestock has to be put down is because they hurt their legs. Because their legs are everything, because they're foraging or grazing animals and they need that. They need those legs to keep them going. Because their legs are so important to them, and you can't put a goat in a wheelchair or anything, their whole body starts to break down once their legs start breaking down. So I'm really bummed to have to share this news, and we want to make sure and not put blame on my friend, because she did the best that she could and made the best decision that she thought was right. And I don't want to make her feel bad about that, because she already feels bad enough as it is. So yeah, so that's what happened, and he was such a sweet, goofy little buck. He was a big buck. He was so cute. He was kind of wild at first, and I had to make sure that he got really friendly and so we could actually work with him. And then he got too friendly and he was all over us. But he was just a sweet buck and he loved the girls. We got a lot of good laughs out of his first time breeding and how he would leap after the girls. He was very vigorous. And I was most excited about his dam's udder and hoping that those genetics came through. So I'm excited to see Dolly and Reba. I'm glad that we kept both of them so that we could see what their udders look like, and hopefully we got some good genetics from Napoleon that we can keep within our herd and continue to use. This little buckling back here just arrived today, so he's in a lot of shock trying to figure out why he's in this new place. You are so pretty. We don't have a gold buck here, so that's why we need one. So he finally, guys, has gotten more comfortable with us. You love that? You are so good at that. Just so good. So good. I can't believe how friendly he is compared to how scared he was at first. Oh my gosh, he's trying to leap.